I want to get into today's weekly portion. It's called laws. And what are these laws? These laws are the laws of Moses. 613 laws. Laws of how to eat, laws of how to be spiritually, and laws how to live in the land of the earth. These laws that we were given as a people were embedded in us, which is why we have a lot of things that are unexplained with us that we do. All right, and becoming righteousness within Christ is being just that, righteous. Now, we have a lot of readings, and I want to really iterate on this, that if you read the Bible, and if you read the Torah, or if you read whatever you're reading, King James Version, everything, a lot of the words have been put in there for Jew or Jewish. It's actually Hebrew in the real scrolls. They replaced the word Hebrew with Jews or Jewish. It's actually Hebrew. So when you read Exodus and all that other stuff, it's actually the Hebrews. When you read the New Testament, it's actually the Hebrews. All right, so I just want to iterate that. Remember, J only came up 500 years ago. I also want to say that with these laws that were placed in the chromosome and the DNA of these people, which is the characteristics and personality of that person, that's why you must be of that, of that righteousness and what Christ was of in order to be a part and accepted. Remember, once again, the etymology of grace is actually kindness. What kindness can Christ show you if you have not shown kindness to others in the same value and way that you show amongst everybody else? Let's also get into the vaccines. I want to iterate real quick for those that do not know that the scriptures state clearly, if it wasn't for these people, this world would be in uproar. It'd be going to be in chaos. Who are these people? These people are the same people that everybody's been letting on. These are the same people before everybody starts hating, because I'm not here to fit to anybody's emotional appeal. I'm here to tell the truth. If you can accept that truth, know that truth, to be of that truth. These people are the same people that the polio vaccine has been created from. Many other vaccines have been created from. These are the same people that medicines and a lot of medical discoveries and cures have been created from. If you don't believe me, look up Henrietta Lacks, Lacks, the HALA gene, DNA chromosome. A lot of these people that are of this carry these chromosomes, which is where a lot of people don't know that. So there's been a balance in the world, and not one time will you hear the ones that are hated and mistreated, that are the people that have the world has been deceived, that I thank you, or hey, these are the people, this is where the vaccine. No, why? If it's been like that and you've been lied to, and you've been lied to in your face, they tell you that you've been lied to, then you should already know that everything's been a lie. So now you have to renew your mind and your conscience to the new truth and get out of the perception and the illusion that we were led to believe for the manipulation of the masses, to divert those from the truth into a lie, to be controlled for that one world order, for that one world government, for that one world rule, underneath that Satan rule. Break out of that. Remember, your actions and what you accept and the things that you do is the sign of either the devil or of God. So we have to understand that. By understanding these laws make us have certain characteristics and personality, and makes us, of love, kindness, and joy toward all of each other. Thus thou, treating each other equal. And even Christ said it to the Gentiles, and he said it to the heathens. What is the definition of a heathen? A heathen is somebody with a characteristic trait that doesn't even care. They have an animalistic way. They kill, steal, and destroy just to get ahead. They don't care about anybody else. But then they come to the other understanding that there's a separation, so them heathens love other heathens. Now, do you want to be like a heathen? Are you of a heathen? No. If you're not of a heathen, then you shouldn't feel some kind of way. But what Bible also states that if somebody feels some kind of way because they realize that they know who they are, then that means that they're not renewed, and you can tell by their conscience. It's all in Romans. Come on now. Paul said, man, if I give up what I had, and this and third for my people and what they're about to go through, I would. Seriously. So That's today's laws and portions. They call it Mishtapim, but it's laws. If we weren't meant to know a certain thing, if somebody hijacked it, I'm gonna speak to you in English, not to do too much Hebrew unless it's important. Why? Because we're in America. And then a lot of people in other countries speak English. And the etymology is behind the word psychotic is this. If I walked around and told everybody I was Bruce Lee, okay, and my parents was the emperors of China, and everybody looking at me like this black man crazy. But I'm going around, got the nunchucks, I'm wearing this, and I say, hey, I'm Bruce Lee. You know, you guys are not China, I'm the real Chinese man. And I'm doing all this other stuff, guess what? And the whole world believes it. Now I got a whole group of other black people pretending to be Bruce Lee and Chinese. Guess what? And now if I'm doing that, everybody's gonna look at me and say, you know what? Something's wrong with me. He's crazy. So if you under a spell and you know the truth and who the true people are, and you accept that lie, and even though the Bible states that these are whatever in Revelations 2:9, come on now. That means you're in the spell and you trapped off. Get out of that trap and get out of that spell. Because once you accept one lie, there's always a domino effect for another. If you're trying to break free from something and be a part of something good, guess what? You can watch this video all you want to, and then 5 seconds later you get a phone call, and now you went and did something that was this much negative, but it always has another connection there that spreads out a little bit more. Now you forgot what you just learned, what you were just taught, and you did something foolish. I don't care who you are, what race or what color, don't do that. So if you're feeling that kind of way, guess what? You need to go look at who you are and do a separation from that. Because that's what it's going to take. And just like it's going to take every side has the same thing. It's just the opposite, but it's all the same. Why? Because we get judged by our actions in the end. So what are your actions going to be?